And it's Shakur Foster facing off with Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Did that kind of open the door for you to work with Shakur, obviously?
No, Shakur signed with Zuffa, so that'll be him moving forward. But I just don't know who they're going to put him in with. Because you see, Zuffa are paying, like, as a business, they're paying these guys 5 times more than anybody else would pay them. To fight who? Like, who are you going to put Shakur?
You sign with Zuffa and you'll be tricked into a bunch of just like Jai Obatai was.
Y'all see the news? Yeah. I don't care what Shakur say. I don't care what they all signing the Zuffa.
I don't know where the guys go from there, just because all the big fights and everything is kind of on this side. So I guess if he's signing to fight Conor Ben or, I don't know what. I really don't know.
Shakur Stevenson's move to Zuffa Boxing has shocked the boxing world, especially after reports of a massive multi-fight deal, music, that could change the way big-name fighters negotiate. When people hear numbers like $15 million every fight, it instantly raises the stakes. This is not just about Shakur getting paid. It is about what this deal says to the rest of boxing.
You're going to fight this guy, you're going to fight that guy. And, I think Shakur is a legacy guy, but, for now, maybe he gets to win one of those beautiful...
Eddie looked at the business side of Shakur reportedly, music, signing with Zuffa Boxing, and he sounded surprised by how aggressive the money could be. From Eddie's point of view, if Zuffa is paying fighters several times more than other promoters, then the music real question becomes simple. Who are they going to match Shakur with to make that money make sense? He brought up the idea of Shakur fighting Shakur Foster and questioned whether a fight like that could really justify a payday of around $15 million. At the same time, Eddie still gave Shakur his respect, calling him a great fighter and someone who cares about legacy. But he also admitted, music, that the Zuffa model feels unusual to him. In Eddie's mind, Shakur may have been told that major fights like Devin Haney or other big names could happen, but now fans are waiting to see if Zuffa can actually deliver those matchups.
Shakur in with Shakur Foster and give him $15 million? I mean, good luck to Shakur. I love him. I'd said to him, great, mate. But, yeah, it's a weird model, and it's a model that's not going to last very long.
Does that mean Shakur's motivation for the sport and being at the best is gone?
No, I think he'll want to be the best, but I think he's been... You get told...
Then Dana White was asked about Shakur Stevenson potentially fighting under Zuffa Boxing, and he responded that everybody's going to be there at Zuffa Boxing. That answer made the whole situation even more interesting because Dana did not fully confirm anything, but he also did not shut it down. Instead, he made it sound like Zuffa is planning to become a real force in boxing and wants the biggest names involved.
Mannix put out there that Shakur Stevenson is coming over to Zuffa. Is that any validity to that one?
Did we announce that Shakur Stevenson? No? Possibly. Listen, at the end of the day, I think that everybody's going to be here at Zuffa Boxing.
Including Devin Haney after his dad put out that cryptic $100 million contract message.
I think that everybody's going to be at Zuffa Boxing eventually.
Is that a Shakur Devin one day?
Well, what I said was last night too, I said at the end of 2026, right? I mean, you guys, most of you guys were here for the first press conference that we had. I said, judge us by our body of work as we head into 27. So, yeah. I don't know why I would say things that weren't true or, I mean, look at what we've done in just 4 months. Look at tonight. And look at you know, how these guys are fighting right now. I mean, tonight was a great card, and they're only going to get better. And what starts to happen is when you start from the bottom up and you start to build your way up, you then have all these built-in storylines. And now you already have guys calling out other guys inside the, you know, inside our universe here, and this is how it all works and how it all starts. And we want everybody to fight here.
Shakur already being linked to the promotion. Fans are now wondering if this move could lead to bigger fights, bigger paydays, and a different style of matchmaking. And if Dana is serious when he says everybody could end up at Zuffa Boxing, then Shakur might be one of the first major names in a much bigger wave. But while everyone was reacting to the rumors, Shakur Stevenson stepped in to clear up part of the story himself. He tweeted, "And I don't have no beef with Eddie. I appreciate him for always showing love, but I never had no conversation with him about none of that. Know what he's talking about. That response came after the boxing world started buzzing over reports that Shakur had signed a multi-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing, with some people even claiming the money could be huge. Eddie Hearn's comments added more attention to the situation, but Shakur made it clear that not every detail being discussed came directly from him. He showed respect to Eddie, but also pushed back on the idea that he had spoken to him about those specific details. And that makes the story even more interesting, because while boxing pros are reacting like the Zuffa move is already a major shift, Shakur is making it clear that some parts of the narrative may be getting ahead of facts. But fans in the boxing community are still in doubt. For instance, Benji tweeted, "Mannix already confirmed it. Bro, you ain't going to get the surprise announcement you're hoping for. Buddy." And another fan replied to Shakur saying, "Man, X reported it. Interviewers asked you if it was true. Then you said you weren't going to confirm or deny it. Just debunk the rumors instead of attention-seeking. Man." Then Shakur made his message even stronger when he said, "So much cap on my name every day. This is sick. Just know I'm with the shits, and all these names you're talking will have to deal with me. I just pray you'll bet against me when I catch up to them." That tweet showed how frustrated Shakur is with the way people keep talking about him with the Zuffa rumors, the money talk, the Devin Haney debate, the Keyshawn Davis conversation, and other possible opponents being mentioned. Shakur is saying he is not running from anyone. Instead, he feels like fans and media are building stories before the full truth is even out. But the message also added more heat to the topic, because while people are stunned by the reported Zuffa deal, Shakur is warning everyone that the names being mentioned may eventually have to see him in the ring. Boxing Ego also reacted to the report Shakur Stevenson possibly signing with Zuffa Boxing, and he did not sound fully sold on the hype yet. His point was that even if Shakur signs a major deal, the real question does not change. Who is he actually going to fight? From the analyst perspective, a big contract only matters if it leads to big matchups. If names like Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, or Shakur Foster are not immediately lined up, then fans are still going to wonder what the deal really means.
Stevenson is finalizing a deal with Zuffa Boxing. Shakur Stevenson set to join Conor Benn as the most high-profile names in the Zuffa state.
He also pointed out that Zuffa may be spending big to enter boxing, but paying fighters massive money without the right fights could become a problem. So, while the signing sounds interesting and the numbers sound crazy, he is not ready to call it a game-changing move until Zuffa proves it can make major cards and real blockbuster fights.
Signs a deal with Zuffa Boxing. What has Zuffa ever done in this space where it's game changed? And Shakur's a good little fighter, but people were literally at Newark walking out of his own show. They've been putting him on undercards. Conor Benn, he ain't no factor in America, and he failed a PED test. So it's like 15 million. I know if you're giving him that, you got to pay Shakur something handsome. And then they're talking about Devin Haney could get $100 million. Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, right? Eddie Hearn, they all said they lost money on Devin Haney, right? And it's not really profitable. So Zuffa, best of luck. They're trying to wave money around and lure people in. Cool. And then when you get that done and then you find out there's no ROI and lose a bunch of change, then what? And then more importantly for Shakur, I care about who is this man fit.
Then Shakur's appearance on the Ariel Helwani show added even more attention to all the rumors around his future, with reports linking him to Zuffa Boxing and fans debating possible fights with Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, and other big names. Ariel asked him directly about what was really going on. Shakur did not sound like someone trying to hide from the spotlight. Instead, he pushed back against the narratives being built around his name and made it clear that a lot of people are speaking without knowing the full truth. That interview gave fans a better look at Shakur's mindset. While everyone else is focused on money, weight classes, promoters, and opponents, Shakur is basically saying he is ready for the smoke when the time comes. And that is why the story keeps growing, because every response from Shakur creates more debate around what his next move will really be.